is CBS 47 on your side at 6.
I was just tripping out because I thought I was having a headache, but then I looked up and everything was moving.
Did you feel it? An earthquake shakes the Central Valley and stirs up quite a conversation among people. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Catherine Hurd. New at 6, according to the U.S. Geological Survey, a 5.3 magnitude earthquake struck an area between King City and Coalinga last night, just minutes before midnight. No injuries or damage have been reported. CBS 47's Tony Botti is live in the newsroom. And Tony, the quake's epicenter was close to, about 100 miles close to Fresno, but many of us still felt it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we know that me and you were both here in the newsroom last night, Catherine, and we felt it. It was very subtle, kind of just felt like a tug on your chair, but we knew what it was. Now, here up on my screen, what I have is all of the earthquakes that have hit California this month. And what I want to pinpoint here is this large blue square right here. That's last night's quake, and it's the largest one that we've had so far. It caused both worry and excitement, though, with some of our locals. The city of Coalinga sits very close to the epicenter of last night's 5.3 earthquake. So many people here felt it.
It was just like a swift movement the whole time.
Clintwood Rabancho was working at the Chevron station counting money when the ground shaker hit.
I thought I was just getting dizzy, and then all of a sudden my girlfriend told me, hey, there's an earthquake. And then I looked at the whole store, and everything was just shaking.
Alan McCraw says the jolt woke him up, but it wasn't enough to keep him from going right back to sleep.
I'm used to it. It just didn't bother me on the earthquakes, no. I've been here all my life.
Several curious folks called Coalinga's police department, but none were for emergencies.
As far as right now, we don't have any reports of any injuries or property damage.
That was not the case back in 1983. That's when a 6.5 quake rocked the city, causing $10 million worth of damage and injuring nearly 100 people. Today, there is little fear that destruction like this would happen again.
Obviously, they had to rebuild what fell down, so the majority of the construction is built to code and it's earthquake safe.
This red star marks the epicenter of this earthquake, and it's right on the San Andreas Fault.
Dr. Stephen Lewis, a geophysicist at Fresno State, says unfortunately, this recent rupture does not teach experts much to help predict future earthquakes.
There's no way to know before the fact whether this one is a foreshock to a magnitude 7 or 8 earthquake on the San Andreas Fault until the big one happens, and then we'll say, oh, this one was a foreshock.
Now today we've had aftershocks of 1, 2, and 3 magnitudes. That's the little red squares that you see here on the screen. You at home can track this stuff yourself. It's pretty interesting to do. We've set up a link on our website if you'd like to do that. It's cbs47.tv. Live in the newsroom, Tony Botti, CBS 47 on your side.
Thanks, Tony.